It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and my 5-year-old daughter Tehila is videotaping me as I'm going to whip up a batch of blintzes. I'm trying to get into the Shavuot spirit here. It's in less than 2 weeks. And when we think about Shavuot, we think cheesecake, we think blintzes, we think all the delicious dairy products. We might also think the flowers or the branches and start decorating the house to make it fragrant and fresh. But a lot of the time we think dairy. And I want to ask you why. I mean, Shavuot is like, it's bigger than the dairy. That's just a custom. Shavuot is when we got the Torah. It's when all the Jews stood at Mount Sinai. We were considered ki'ish echad, belev echad, like one body and one heart, all of us united together. It's also, Shavuot is a time that it's compared to the marriage between God and the Jewish people. How when God gave us the Torah, it was as if he was giving us his ketubah, our marriage contract. So some reasons for why we eat dairy on Shavuot. So the first reason, the most well-known reason, is that when we first got the Torah, we all of a sudden realized we couldn't use our vessels and dishes and pots and pans because we had never kept kosher before. This was the first time that God commanded us to kosher our meats, to toivel our dishes, and we were not prepared. So we had to wait a couple days until we were ready. So we only had dairy to eat at that time. The word for milk, chalav, is the numerical value of 40. And we know that Moses went up to Mount Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights. The Torah is actually compared to milk, because just like milk could sustain a person, so too the Torah sustains us spiritually. Let's see. The Mount Sinai, another name for it, was called Har Gavnunim. Gavnunim, the root of that is gvina, which is cheese. And the numerical value of gvina is 70, which is, we know that there's 70 shivim panim l'Torah. There's 70 facets to the Torah, which is so beautiful. And one more reason that I'll share with you is we know that Moshe, was born on Zayin Adar, and his mother and family hid him for 3 months, and as much as they could, and then they had to put him into the Teva and sent him down the Nile River. And when the day that they put him into the Teva, 3 months later, we have Adar, Nisan, Iyar, Sivan. On Zayin Sivan, that first day of Shavuot, that's when the miracle unfolded, that Miriam put him in the Teva and watched him go with complete faith. And the daughter of Paro stretched out her hand and brought him in, and he wouldn't drink milk from any Mitzri, any Egyptian, right? The milk had to be from a Jewish woman because his mouth was going to speak to God, and he needed to keep himself in that state. So all of these miracles and all of these things, those are some of the reasons that we eat dairy. So Tehila, maybe hold it with 2 hands. I'm going to show you how to make really easy blintzes. Okay, so let's put on my fire. Okay, I just kind of very lightly oiled this pan. The batter, this is a very basic batter. It's 4 eggs, half a cup of milk, half a cup of water, 1 cup flour, a 1/4 cup sugar, a little bit of vanilla sugar if you have, or you can put a little vanilla, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of oil. So you're going to take, a ladle full. You don't want it to be too thick. By the way, blintzes are like pancakes, very, very thin pancakes. This recipe of blintzes originates from Poland, and it's very customary to have them on Shavuot. Some of them could be savory, some of them could be sweet. There's all types of pancakes out there. You could top them with whatever you want. My kids love eating the pancakes even without any fillings. So basically you want to make it thin, so you'll go around and around. Sometimes if you have excess, you could spill it out. Okay, you just want to put it on low, let that cook for a second. The filling for these pancakes, okay, I'm back. I got a little disconnected there on my phone. So this is the end result. We want to make our blintzes look like the Torah scrolls, like the 2 tablets, which is so pretty. While my kids are munching over there on the Shavuot, on the blintzes, they like them plain, I'm going to just show you quickly how to fill them. So you take your pancakes, your blintzes, and you're going to fill them with a mixture. And the mixture, and you want it to end up looking like that. We're going to just fry them a little bit after they're filled. So you take your mixture and you fill a little bit, and this mixture is ricotta. You could use farmer's cheese. You could use cream cheese. You could use anything you want, really. I use fresh lemon and 4 tablespoons of honey or syrup, like maple syrup I actually used. You put in 1 egg yolk, and that's about it. You could have fun. You could put cinnamon. You could do whatever. I mean, you could try potato, savory, sweet. There's so much that you could do. You just keep the filling in the middle and roll it up from the outside, and that's it. And then you put it in your frying pan to saute it a little bit in a bit of oil or butter, and then you have them ready to enjoy. You could decorate. You could have so much fun. Enjoy. Chag Sameach. Happy Shavuot. Bye.